We are on lesson 5.9 today, on page 279, and we're going to be working with number pairs for 6 and 7. We're going to be modeling our essential question, or model and write addition sentences for number pairs for each sum of 6 and 7. You're going to need your counters and some crayons. Going to need some red, yellow, and blue crayons. There's my yellow. Alright, so up here we're going to place our counters to represent the numbers we see below. So our red comes first. So we're going to do 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds. And how many yellows? 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Clear this and draw that with your crayons. So color in 5 of them red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 of them yellow. Good. Now down here, we're going to be making 7. Up there we made 6, now we're making 7. So we're going to add an extra red there. So now 6 are going to be red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reds, and still we only have 1 yellow. Let's go through and trace these numbers as we say the word problem. 6 is equal to 5 plus 1. Let's say it again. 6 is equal to 5 plus 1. 7 is equal to 6 plus 1. 7 is equal to 6 plus 1. Let's flip the page. So we're going to use our counters again, because once we color it, we won't be able to recolor it for all of the other ones. So we'll color it at the end. If you want, you can do that for one of them, but let's use our counter. So we have how many reds? 1 red. And then how many yellows? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These counters are a little bit bigger than the cube trains, so just keep that in mind. It will stick off a little bit, but we still have the numbers that match. 1 red and 5 yellows is how many altogether? 6. So 6 is going to be how many we're going to have for every single one on this page. 6 is equal to 1 plus 5. Let's switch one of these. So now our 1, we're going to have to switch to a 2. And then our number that was a 5 is now a 4. Let's do the same thing. How many reds do we have now? How many yellows do we have? Let's read this sentence together. 6 is equal to 3 plus 3. Let's flip another red. How many reds do we have now? 4 plus how many yellows? 2. So 4 and 2 is 6. I bet you guys know what's coming even before I do it. 5. And how many? 1. Look at how those flip-flopped. This one went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 the opposite way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We are going to be using those counters again, but now we need to put another one there because we need 7. So move your counters up top here and put all 7 red, please, to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how many reds do we have? 7. How many yellows do we have? 0. I'll use my, I haven't done that side yet, so I'm going to keep going with my pencil. And then if we flip one, how many yellows do we have now? And how many reds do we have? We had 7. Now we have 1 less than that. So how many are we going to have? 6. 7 is equal to 6 plus 1. 6 and 1 more is 7. Let's flip another one. How many reds do we have now? 5. How many yellows? 2. Now, without counting the counters up top, flip one more and try to see if you can fill these 2 in without counting, just by looking at the patterns here. Let's count forward. 0, 1, 2, 3, and that's right because we can see there's 3 yellows. And then 7, 6, 5, 4 is what's next when you count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4 to double check. And same thing, let's do that again. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we gotta flip that so it matches. 1, 2, 3, 4. We did that one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. These last two just flip-flopped. So 7 is equal to 3 plus 4. 7 is equal to 4 plus 3. 7 is equal to 5 plus 2. 7 is equal to 6 plus 1. And 7 is equal to 7 plus 0. Move your counters and flip your page. We have a word problem. We're going to be able to color in these cube trains. Peter and Grant have 6 toy cars. So I'm going to be using blue and red. Peter is red, Grant is blue. Peter and Grant have 6 toy cars. Peter has no cars. How many cars does Grant have? So if I'm not going to color any of them red, how many am I going to color blue? 6. All of them, right? So let's write that first. Peter has 0 cars, and we're coloring in 0 red. And if we color in the rest of them blue, how many is that? All 6 of them. Trace your symbols, your equal sign and your plus sign, and then read the sentence with me. 6 is equal to 0 plus 6. Down here, we're going to draw to show what we know about a number pair for 7 when one number is 0. So, I'll make up a problem. There are 7 children in the classroom. Seven of them have shoes on. None of them are barefoot. How many children have shoes on? So we have 7 kids. I'm going to draw my 7 counters just to represent that like a cube train. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. If 7 of them have shoes on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, how many are left barefoot? 0. There's no more counters, so 0 of them are barefoot. We have to wear our shoes at school. 7 is equal to 7 plus 0. homework page. You're just going to look at the cube train up here and look at the numbers at the beginning of the sentence. Place 2 colors of cubes on the cube train to show a number pair for that number. I'm not going to tell you what numbers to choose. You get to choose the numbers, but it needs to match the colors that you choose to color it. So if you color one of these red, your 1 would have to go there. But if you color a different number in, those are the numbers that need to match. Same with down here. And on this side, complete the addition sentence to show the number that matched the cube train. So same thing, how many darks are there? How many of the white ones are there? For number 2, how many more counters would you place in a model to make 10? Draw those counters and then count and tell how many hats there are. Send me a picture when you're done of these 2 pages.